Welcome back to part 2 of this week's Gull'S Eye View. We're going to talk about your questions in a bit, but Tom just reminded me there was a controversial equaliser we didn't speak much about. Tom, what was your view on that one? Because there's a couple of things. There's the indirect free kick, was it one? And was the ball illegally moved enough by McGowan?
Yeah, I don't think it was a pass back. I can sort of see why the officials thought it was, but again, looking at it when I was there live and watching the highlights back, I think if that goes against you, you're going to be not too happy. And yeah, we literally just tapped the ball, didn't we? Hardly moved.
I think the rule, which I'm told, and my dad's read it on the forum, basically the ball's got to move a circumference. Where I don't think it has, because McGowan's just put a stud on it. So it's very smart by Moxie, by the way. Very smart. But yeah, I think that's anything else you two want to add on it?
I would just, the only comment I would make, I've only seen it. I thought, I actually couldn't care less, given the state of some of the refereeing we've had recently. I couldn't care less.
It's all shambles.
And the only comment I would make is that what's interesting with the back pass is that if he's not passed it back, what's he doing with it then? Because if he hasn't passed it back, there was a very deliberate touch, and the keeper doesn't pick it up straight away. You can kind of see him think, should I pick it up? And then he does pick it up. So actually, but if it's not a back pass, then what is it? Because it wasn't a tackle. He got there before, and it was a clear motion forward with his foot to touch the ball.
Yeah, unless you could read his mind, you don't know, do you? That's the thing.
Yeah, but certainly when I watched the free kick, I was straight away when I watched it the first time. I was thinking, what's that? I immediately thought, what's the rule? Is it? Do you have to touch the ball? Does it? I thought it had to. Rotate in some way. Yeah. But my overarching view is I couldn't care less.
I haven't seen a scored indirect free kick from close range since Kevin Nicholson
at Exeter. Yeah.
You remember that?
2007. Yeah, it was 2007 against Boxing Day, wasn't it?
Didn't he? Cool.
Yeah, he passed that one. Right, so here's the responses. So our question was your thoughts on last night's win and your early predictions for Saturday's TV game. Right, Matty says, why on earth was Dean Moxey overlooked for the Ballon d'Or? With a fit Scott Smith and a bit of wind in the sails, there's no reason why we can't beat a terrible, awful Altrincham, but we still might be very bad. Nonetheless, it's nice to have something to be happy about again, though, isn't it? Very true, Matty. And it is. It is.
He was immense yesterday. I'll put that out there right now. Dean Moxey, fantastic.
Oh, I Matty. Right.
Appreciate the wins, isn't it? As always, you never know.
You've got to, especially for a rugby fan. I was so happy last night. And then another one. Richard says a great win against adversity and going down to 10 men. Look desperate at times, but a win is a win. Bring on Derby. Think confidence will be better, and we'll win on Saturday evening. We just need to score first. Good point. Even though we still lose anyway, whatever we do at the moment. Ian says hopefully a turning point. It needs to be, as Altrincham is a must-win with 2 tough away games to follow. Yes. Danny says, by no means perfect. Awful first half, but showing spirit to come out fighting. We just don't win those kind of games usually. Very true. So happy to be on the right end of that result. It's not very talky result last season. Apart from last night, apart from obviously Gary Johnson when we were in the early days, when we think of all those late winners. That seems a long time ago now. Altrincham in decent league form, can't say anything other than a draw. Yeah. Rachel says some overlong cheer in an otherwise gloomy season. Very true, Rachel. Saturday will define whether that Spirit Cup victory can inspire this group of players and its manager. The supporters continue to will signs of improvement. Gosh, a lot of you tonight. We've got 2 more. Thank you very much to everyone. Tide has turned, 5-0 win. That's what Simon says. Thank you, Simon.
Nice.
Joe. Good win considering red card and only 12 fit players available. We need to use this as a turning point in our season. This time last year, we added Sinclair Armstrong to the squad. A year later, we need similar caliber of Loney. Can I just point out he has started to Queen's Park Rangers tonight, so we record this.
Yeah, I like that comment from Joe, to be honest, because you'd love one of those sort of impact players to come in, wouldn't they? They could just change this team.
To come in ahead of Saturday, then I fancy us to win. You're right. We need that sort of play. We need someone to play off Jarvis. Just give Goodwin a bit of a rest, maybe. Just give him another option out there.
A bit of X factor. Somebody who can take a player on.
Or just like an Benning kind of play, honestly.
Yeah, just something to give us a bit extra.
Just cause a hassle on the press.
Yeah,
we're down on ourselves a bit, and we're struggling, and people want Elliot Benyon back. Oh my life! I genuinely, I'm gonna play this back to. I genuinely think we'll win on Saturday. I think that our general play has got better. Defensively, we've got to get better. But you've got, the law of averages says we've got to be due a win in one of these games before long. You've got to be good enough, of course you have. But,
maybe something could go our way, a sending off or a penalty or something.
Well, absolutely.
It might take something like that.
The recruitment guys have got to be working overtime because at the moment we've barely got any players, have we? Let's be honest. We haven't got anything close to something that is a competitive 11 for, so unless there's people coming back that we don't know about, but they've got to be looking to add just a couple of bodies as much as anything. Like when we signed, the lad from Exeter and Tommy Hughes early in the season, where we just needed bodies. So hopefully they're going to be, better than those two were at least.
It was Nicholson's sign when he got like Nicholson got like Joe Ambilou and Billy Palfroy on loan.
Sean Finch.
Finch. Players like that. Yeah.
Finchy.
Yeah.
I think we'll win 2-0 on Saturday. There you go.
I'm going 2-2.
Said it here first.
Nah, that's positive for me.
Before the nation, I'm giving a big one to everyone that works here. Make sure you're watching and all of this. So they need to do it.
No, we can win, but the key is to score more goals than Altrincham.
Good analysis, Sam.
Yeah, I don't fancy a clean sheet. I go 2-2 as well with Sam, I think.
Come on, Tommy, go with me. Come on.
It's hard because it's just
it
really could get
bad.
I'll just say it, Tom.
0-0.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was worth waiting for, wasn't it?
I mean, that's Dom. What you just said there is what everyone will say at the 7:30 when it does finish 0-0 or 1-0.
Let's be honest. What's the competition at 5:20? What's the Premier League game? Is it like anyone big?
I
don't know. Is there fly fishing on or something as well?
Cricket World Cup starts, doesn't it, on Saturday?
Green Bowls.
England's first game Saturday, isn't it?
I don't know. I just look at it and think we've got Derby at home.
Oh,
so if you've got,
I've just looked, Tom. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Chelsea Man United.
Chelsea Man United, yeah.
Oh God.
Oh no one's
going to watch that.
Thank God.
No.
Yes.
I think you look at the cup draw and you think, right, we've got a big League One club. If you have a fully fit squad, you use that as motivation.
Yeah,
you say, right, you lot need to focus on the league and get wins.
As long as they're not thinking about the cup tie.
But we've got 14 fit players. Like, we don't have the luxury of...
And one of them's got one eye.
Exactly. I'd like to think we can win on Saturday, but I don't know. If Gary can bring some more players in, you never know. It's one of those we should win. Like
Gary back.
Well, not should win, but we just have to win. Have to win. I said it at the end when I finished tweeting.
You keep saying we have to win every game, guys.
Well, if we want to win the league by 20 points,
we win
then we
one.
do. Yeah.
Win the league.
Doesn't want to win a game.
But what has our club become where we could beat Altrincham?
Yes.
It's the Playmore thing at the moment.
AFC. No, we already are AFC talking. Yeah. Bring the Phoenix Club. Honestly, 10th tier football. Come on, new club.
But like I said,
like
I said when I finished tweeting on Tuesday. It's like we can enjoy the win, but it has to be a turning point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, do you think we'll sell out Derby at home?
Yeah, it'd be 4,000. If I always think
people
if we got
saying 5,500, but I can't see us.
I always think if we got 4,000 against North Ferriby when we pull off the Great Escape on the Nico, and they had 21 away fans.
I mean, what did Derby get for home games? 15,000.
I mean, if Derby fill it out, you think, and we can.
They'll bring 1,600, won't they, for a game like that? We
can fill out, surely.
Yeah, it definitely depends on how many Derby bring, I think. Because
and when it is
about 3,500 to 4,000, isn't it?
Yeah, and when it is, if it's Friday,
Sunday,
Saturday, rail strikes as well, aren't there now? Which I guess are going to impact that weekend as well. I guess it depends when it is, and if you're lucky enough to get a TV game or something, you just don't know, do you?
You'd like to think it'd be televised, but again.
You've also got to remember that Derby are only 9th in League One. So if you're
small club,
they're only 9th, are they?
If you're not a big Torquay fan,
you're not even League One. Oh, rubbish!
But if you're not a big Torquay fan, it's still not very exciting, is it?
I mean, if you're an older,
they're probably the second biggest club in the tournament at this stage, aren't they?
They are the biggest.
There's only Sheffield Wednesday who are a bigger club than they are. So
I think we have the best tie in the whole competition at this stage.
I'm just saying it's not going to be a sellout.
Oh, I mean, we're not going to get a team as big as this.
And if it is televised
until round 3,
but if it is televised, think of the money that's going to come into the club. That's a big wedge of money.
And play out the draw, go to Derby, don't have to get back there, get the 50-50 split up there. It is possible.
Do you think we'll open up the catering for the Derby fans?
I genuinely have no notion as to what kind of sums of money you're talking for these televised games, because they have someone red button on the Sunday afternoon as well.
Luke seemed to think about 80 grand, Chris, didn't you?
What for the actual live game? Well, crikey,
is he going to get us out of the 5 million of debt? Yeah,
it's going to help, though, isn't
it? Get through a long way.
That's a potential 80 grand you weren't going to get before.
No, exactly. No, amazing. Incredible.
If it's televised.
Yeah.
Big.
I don't always understand the decisions they make for these televised games, so it may not be. It's hard to know, isn't it? But you would think of it, bottom of the league of the National League, big size, David and Goliath and all that, and we all know who won that.
Alio Martiniquet in the last minute. Take us to round 2.
Scenes.
No, I love it. No, but that's magic of a cup. It gets you dreaming a bit, and you get to see teams you wouldn't normally get. And well done, Taunton, as well. Fair play.
Yes.
Looking forward to seeing you in National League South next season.
We've gone further. We've got
pressure now, isn't it?
We've gone further in the cup than Yeovil and Notts County.
That Notts County result, crazy.
Mate, they're from Leicestershire. I'm from Leicestershire. What's going on? Well done, lads. Making Leicestershire proud.
Billy Key's team, isn't it, as well?
Someone's got to make Leicester proud.
What? That's not Leicester, you mean?
No, yeah.
Just think of me on Saturday when you're all at Playmore. I'm going to be watching the game in the Hampton bar afterwards, so hopefully there's no hard feelings.
You can go back to being a Hampton fan now, Tommy. You can go back to
this, Hampton that.
Oh yeah, he's gutted. Look at him.
With all 5 of Altringham's goals in that bar.
They won out the cup. Look at all his Hampton mates will be gutted.
He's going to be modelling their strip next season. I can see it. Gosh, poster boy.
Depends, we're in the same division next year.
Yeah, the same division. We're all I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to Yeovil home and away still, and when they come down with us in the National League South. That's going to be great.
Just a shame.
We're not going down.
They'll sack Hargreaves way before. They won't happen. It's not good for them, is it? Really not good. Hargreaves not. No, that's terrible.
I think they're in a bigger financial mess than we are, though, aren't they? By all accounts.
Yeah, they seem to be in more of a in your face mess, where we're more of a behind the scenes quiet mess.
I think although in kind of structure of the ownership of the club seems to be very similar, but the difference is we have an owner who isn't overly interested and is never seen. They have an owner who's not overly interested and is always there and is always shooting his mouth off.
It's more in your face problems than ours.
Yeah, which seems to not be helping anybody, I don't think, from what you can tell. But
and then you're looking at what's going on at Southend at the moment. I mean, it could be survival of the fittest. I mean,
hey, if 4 teams get about docked 40 points each, we might have
a chance.
Come on. Just get to 10-point gap.
Don't listen to this rubbish, innit?
All this relegation talk.
We're winning Saturday.
We're not going to get relegated. We're not going to get relegated.
The Football Manager journeyman I'm on right now. I took Torquay over after Gary Johnson took them down in this season. He knows what's happening. But don't worry, they were back in the Football League in 4 years because I was in charge.
Swanee in
the
dugout Saturday.
Long live the king, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
It'll all be fine.
Anyway.
It'll be fun. Oh, yeah. Torquay Twitter, while I'm here. Sort yourself out. That was embarrassing last night. One more thing I said. Ellen Chamberlain, bless her, gone to a game. Some of the comments, disgraceful. And then it just kicks off this whole thing. And then it just like typical social media. It's kind of like, everyone thinks they have to say something. Shut up. Honestly.
The worst of social media, wasn't it? Some of that.
It was the worst.
Who was on the Torquay Twitter last night? That was different level, wasn't it?
Yeah.
During the game and after the game and all of that.
They must be a legend. They must be. I wish they'd invite
Torquay Twitter.
Not
Torquay Talk. Torquay.
We know Torquay Talk Twitter is amazing.
Oh, we know that's given.
Yeah, we're still better. But no, I think you're right, because we saw the nasty side. It's just kind of everyone thinks that when they see someone, they have to speak. That's what social media does. Everyone has a voice. I'm not. I would tweet everything if I need to, but I know no one cares what I think. Like, I don't care what other people think. It's just like they think, just the comments against Helen Chamberlain are awful. She's this way for talking. Got loads of things on. She makes an effort to come to a game.
The amount of work she did for the club years ago as well.
Yeah, exactly. Is it because it's a woman that's been successful in football world? Is it? I don't know. Do people expect her to have £100 million in the bank because Sky pay that much and to run a football club every year? I don't know. I understand what people want from her. But then it just brings out all the stuff, and then everyone's like, and then you just get virtue signals who are just like, I'm perfect. And then people are scrapping. It's like, shut up. And then it's just also, whether you're Gary and Gary out, whatever, just enjoy the game. Doesn't matter. You felt like people going, we've won, but I look silly now because I said I want Gary out at halftime. Doesn't matter. Just honestly, last night I was like, these are the nights I just don't read it anymore. But have to, because we've got a YouTube thing going on.
Don't blame her.
Yeah, but follow us on TikTok now, right? Because if you want more toxic social media, we're on that, and we had a lot of
what the kids are into, apparently.
Yes, there's a lot of blokes on there as well. A lot of adults on there.
Hear me lose my voice after the second goal.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that. That was great. That made it all worthwhile.
Mate, it's a dopamine buzz. They know what they're doing when the Chinese made the algorithm thing, because it's almost on 2,000 views, that goal last night. We're making Torquay. We build the brand. We build a Torquay brand more than the club's building its own brand.
It was quite funny last night. Helen Chamberlain was scrolling her phone. Was like, "Who's doing Torquay Talk?" And I'm literally like 5 yards away, just like, "It's me, Helen. Hello." So she does follow us. Bless her. So,
Helen Chamberlain, like my old band as well. What a hero, honestly.
Chris, his ego is rising a little.
I know, listen to him. Listen to him.
You know,
there's a social media mogul among us. Listen to him.
12 minutes ago, someone's commented, even though the caption was, I think Tom won't have a voice tomorrow. Someone's commented on the TikTok, tagging his mate, going, the voice is gone. So, yeah, the voice has gone. That clip's brilliant, though, Tom.
Another guy, I was speculating if his balls had dropped yet, but that's another thing.
There's nothing gracious when you score, though. Like it comes, anger and frustration come out.
But moments like that are what it's all about, aren't they? That moment when you score, you can do. As far as I can see, you can do whatever you like.
Yeah,
do what you like, say what you like, sound how you like.
You lose all control.
It's that moment.
All those inward noises that come out that you never hear.
Honestly, I'm not active anymore. But when we played Notts County, I don't know what happened. When Lemon Evans made it 3-1 on the break, I sprinted down Popside, and I do not know what came over me like that. I haven't ran. I felt like a right idiot afterwards. All my mates were like, you ran. And I was like, yeah. But I was gone. I saw the gap, and I sprinted down the line, honestly. This football does special things like that.
It's lovely, isn't it? Football, you can't win for a couple of months, and it may sound silly to some, celebrating a winning goal against Hampton or Richmond Borough. I don't care. Team win. Absolutely. We're in the first round of the cup. Yeah. Bring on Derby County. Up the goals. Come on, the Yellows. Let's win it on Saturday.
Often at Torquay, we have these runs, don't we, where we don't win for ages and ages. And
we're either all right or absolutely terrible. There's no in between. I love it.
Yeah, and then we have that moment when we win the game. Oh yes, I remember why this is good.
It's like the hit of dopamine. It's unbelievable. Last night, I was so happy.
Wow.
And then today you wake up and like, we're still in a lot of trouble here, aren't we? But it doesn't matter. We've got the incident. The amount of times we've messed it up, but we've done it, and we've got a good cup tie for once, and I couldn't be happier. And maybe it is the right time. If it'll come in a season when we're like trying to get promoted, it could have messed us up a bit more in that way. Where this season, it could be what the club needs. So
we're winning the cup. It's happening.
Yeah. I
need to go and turn the oven off in a second, lads.
All right. On that note, I think we're done. To be fair, I'm just seeing Sinclair Armstrong. No, they're winning 2-0 at half time. But
no, he went. I've seen somewhere that they were. He was ripped up and the bloke was sent off quite early on for a penalty.
Oh, nice. But apparently it's been lively. Well on Sinclair.
He's coming back soon.
Yeah.
Obviously,
yeah. But well done, lad. Right. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the double episode. And please win. Please win, Yellows. I don't know when we're doing the video. Sunday. And then it'll be on Monday, probably something like that. So
yeah, and then we can discuss losing at Eastleigh as well. That'll be the yearly.
Oh wait, have we got a midweek game?
Yes. Eastleigh, yeah.
Okay, so we'll probably wait until after Eastleigh.
So it's that time. It's not far from you, is it?
Oh, yes, but I've got to be up really early the next day. So, and
take it easy.
We never win at Eastleigh. So
no, we literally. I went there last year. We absolutely pissed the game and lost 2-1. So
yeah,
yeah.
I think but you never predict us to lose, Chris. So
no, of course I'm not. No, of course I'm not. It's not in my blood.
There we go. Eastleigh predictions then.
Eastleigh
1-0.
4-1 Eastleigh.
No.
Desmond 2-2.
Oh, nice. Lovely. I'll go for 2-1 Eastleigh because it always finishes.
I'm just memorised by Chris trying to start out, not trying to have his whole family house burned down right now.
Yeah, so I've just got to check what the Liverpool scores before I do that.
Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.